Testing out a new software today called Streamlabs, so I'm pretty excited for this one. We've got some new stuff happening, but this is the At the Close show for the next 20 minutes. Let's just talk some stocks, talk what was on our radar this morning, and Joel, check out this cool transition I'm about to do. You ready?
I'm seated. I am ready.
All right. Well, it just happened, so hopefully you
Let me
see
see.
it on the delay. There we go. Look at that. Look at that fancy stuff. I don't know if you saw it, but it just happened. All right. Pull up the charts. You've got the charts up, Joel. Walk us through the market today. Pretty quiet day out there in terms of just
Very,
in
very
terms of
quiet.
news.
Very quiet here. One of the quietest interday sessions we've had in quite some time. Still a few minutes left. Pre-market low never even came near that. 32.92. We got the 32.11.50. Made a run 33.23 and a quarter. That was your high. That was a little bit above the pre-market high. And we are just real quiet here. Someone's saying there's an issue with my mic here. Do I sound okay to you, Spencer?
Yeah, you sound okay to me, but I'm gonna again. This is our first time using Streamlabs. I'm gonna give this a listen after the fact, but you sound okay to me right now.
Okay.
We'll keep on going.
All right. So here we are. Looks like we're poised to post a new close, high close for the rebound. Number I kind of had stuck in my head today was 33.17 and a quarter. That was your February 21st close. And we're right up there right now. Yep. 221.17 and a half. Says I'm extra loud. So I'll turn it down a little
Here,
bit.
I'll try turning it down too.
Yep. Okay. I just had a little leg down here. Looks like we have some sellers coming into the close here with 17 minutes to go. Just dipped under 33.15. We haven't been below that level. Really. We had a little dip there before, but we'll see if we can recover. Crude up 42 cents at 42.12. Moving just with everything else here. New high for the rebound here since hit just under $7. Gold, another good day in the gold market, up $34.30. New, not an all time high. It might be an all time high here for gold, basis the front month contract. Silver, whew, took out that 2660 level, up a buck oh nine at 2712. And Bitcoin doesn't want to be left out, making that run at 12,000. It's up $505 and 11,875.
All right, let's do a couple stocks on my list, and then we'll get to the chat. Tickers being thrown out in the chat. Let's just start with Fiverr. We did not get a chance to talk about this one on the show this morning, but they are one of the many companies to report earnings this morning, and they blew it away. Q2 EPS 10 cents per share earned last quarter versus a 6-cent loss estimate. Sales of 47 versus $36 million. So massive EPS beat and also a sales beat for Fiverr. And it is one of the best performing stocks of the day.
Just got above your pre-market high a little bit. Your pre-market high came in at 123. You did a little bit better in the regular session, getting to 124.80. But considering a high price stock, big move. It's just been very, very quiet here over the last couple hours. So new all-time high, new all-time closing high. That'll be wherever it closed today. That'll be your mark for continuation tomorrow.
All right, and then I wanted to look at Nicola. We talked about this morning. It got some analyst love today. J.P. Morgan was out reiterating their $45 price target and overweight rating. Cowen was out positive. Deutsche Bank was out positive. So a tough day for the stock, but the analysts are still loving it.
Talked about that $34 level this morning and the importance of that. Now, you did dip below it. You got to 32.15. No daily low in that area really to lean on, but you are closing above 34 here. In fact, you're into 35 handle. I'll keep my bullish hat on for one day here. The fact that it's holding 50% of that retracement from the 29 up to nearly 40. So, yeah, it's down 375, but with those kind of earnings, luck wasn't a total collapse. I think you had a little bit of, hey, I missed the dip in this one, a little bit of that mentality. Also, shorts, took 10 points worth of heat. Earlier this week, they were probably glad to see a little bit of retreat too. So, bad day, but not a horrible day for Nicola.
All right, and then let's go to Disney. This was one we actually didn't discuss as much today as I thought we would. But Disney, we knew it would be a tough report. It was a tough report. Last I had checked, the stock was actually doing okay, all things considered.
Oh
Uh,
yes,
yeah.
subscribers. I mean, that's what they want. Subscriber growth. Once again, you have a situation where what? Oh, no. 129.93 was your early morning high. You made a run at that level, and someone has an opinion here just above 130. You snuck to 130.31. Sellers came in here and decide big move for Disney to take a little profit here. So we'll look at that. We'll see if someone reloads here at 130. Big move. Had a chance early in the session to pick it up on the cheap. Where did we open? We opened at, let's go to the daily here. If you were so inclined to buy a stock up, what, $5, $6? Where did it close at 117? You could have kind of had a heatless trade off the open 120, 33, 37. Opened 123.28 low. So you carded that up. And it was a winner. Big volume here for Disney, but it looks like that 130 level is going to be looming here for a couple days.
Let's go to Teladoc here now. We talked about that merger this morning that they announced, sort of out of the
Yeah.
blue there. I would say definitely out of the blue with Livongo, and Dennis was noting that they wasn't really trading a lot in the initial moments after that announcement, but it picked up eventually.
Yeah, that's a bad day for Teledoc here. Down 46 sticks here. Uh, boy, just opened a wow, did this open at yesterday's low here? Boom, boom. Yesterday's low. Now it opened up just above that and made a run at the close, missed it by a long shot. And I think what you have here was just a, reopening trade number one, right? So this is a close, this is a stay at home stock. And I just think that, maybe the Bears use this as an opportunity just to gang up on it. I mean, when you have big green bars like you had on this day, and maybe, I don't know if it was earnings or whatnot, you're going to have big red bars going the other way. So this is this is a broken chart here, folks. I'm looking for more downside here before this turns around. Perhaps it has a retracement. But the street night liking the fact that they're doing an acquisition here, though I don't think it was a huge one. Just a reason for profit taking here, and that's what you have. So look at that. A month over a month of gains taken out in one day, folks. So selling on the way up. You may miss the top, but a lot easier to sell on, get your offer lifting on the way up than it is to hit bids on the way down.
All right, if you want to talk any of the stocks that already reported, Beyond Meat, CVS, Teva, just drop it in the chat. I want to move on to stocks that have yet to report or companies that have yet to report. Starting today with, we're going to get Roku and Fastly. And those are kind of the two headliners for me. And then we will get to some more that I see in the chat. But let's start with Roku and Fastly.
Roku, ROKU. I haven't looked at this one lately. Boy, went up. Almost made an all-time high here.
Really? Oh,
And
yeah, look at
then,
that.
yeah, wow, Roku. I have no idea to tell you what to expect here from earnings. But better blow it away. I mean, that's all I have to say is they better blow it
Well,
away
it's interesting
after
because
the
Disney didn't. Disney's a streaming play now. I guess so is Roku. I don't feel like Disney or Netflix set the bar particularly high. Netflix guided that growth was going to slow down. So I don't feel either of those companies really set the bar that high for Roku.
Excuse me on that. I would keep an eye here though. I don't like this setup here in the
Okay.
Roku. Let's look at the daily charts, and you're looking at the daily charts. 163.31 was your low yesterday. 163.75 is your low today. So call that 163.50. Now, if you lose that level, folks, I'm looking for this to trade down to at least 156.62. That was your low on Monday. So you definitely have an area of support where you want this to hold. On the upside here, if you do get a rally, today's high would be your first stopping point at 169.14. That's $5 away. And then going farther out, on the monthlies, you stopped right in this area in November, 168.85. And then when this stock got really silly, you had your all-time high at 176.55. But definitely support, much better defined here than resistance in Roku. Let's see how they do off the report.
Now, let's look at this Fastly chart. Down 7% today, but they're going to have to blow this report out of the water to have any chance, I think, of rallying tomorrow morning.
Yeah, giving some back. I mean, why not? The stock
Why
is at
not take some profits? Why not take
heck,
profits ahead of the report? Why not? That's a great strategy.
right. So you'll be able made that new all-time high today at 117.79. I'm sure a lot of people would like to see anything near that level. Also, if you're looking for something ahead of that, your all-time closing high yesterday was at 116.18. That was almost $4.50 over the previous day's close. So there you go. $100. That's the magic level. You're low on Monday, 98.63. I just fear if you lose that 98.63, you could be trading $90 in a heartbeat, and then your next daily low after that is 83.68. So, going in a report, take a look at like your teledoc chart, something like this where you can have days and weeks and months of gains, and then kaplooey, it's gone. So Fastly, interesting report.
Let's look at Plug Power here. On the date of their last report, the stock was $4. Today it is $9. They report tomorrow morning.
Part of the hydrogen electric car phase, right?
Yep, that's it.
Nice move. If you're gonna get a pop here, in the after hours, I wouldn't concentrate too much on today's high. I'd be more interested to see what happens at 10:49. That was your
Okay.
July 6th high. Had to sell off to just above $7 on that. So that's what I'm looking at here for the rally to continue 10:49. I mean, it's only what, a $1.20 away. So good shot at getting that on a good report.
We're also getting Zynga after the close, Etsy, Inseego, Sonos, Western Digital, Plug Power tomorrow morning. Also tomorrow morning, Kronos Group, Norwegian Cruise Lines tomorrow morning as well. And so that'll be interesting. Hey,
Yeah.
let's look at NCLH. Let's take a look at it.
By the way, the spoos did just reverse course. Looked like we were maybe going to get a little sell off into the close here. Instead, with 6 minutes ago, you probably had some buy imbalances revealed. Webcoin. I think that's why maybe you saw that little burst of buying going on. 23 and a quarter stands as the session high. And I forgot what stock you asked me about.
Norwegian.
Norwegian. I'm gonna say I haven't looked at it in a
Here,
long
I'll tell
time.
you what
Don't
the
tell
estimate.
me. Let me take a guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 850.
No, I was not going to tell you that. I was going to tell you what the estimates were.
Oh, it's higher than that. Go ahead, give me the
I was going to tell you
estimates.
the estimates are for total revenue of about 25 million with an M dollars.
And
Uh,
how did they make money with
yeah.
no people going on cruises?
Well, they didn't. Well, they're probably. I mean, they lost money last quarter.
Right,
But
right.
how did they make $25 million? That is just what the estimate is. We'll find out tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I mean, future bookings. I mean, maybe that's it.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it for a hot second.
Sleepy chart. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Sold off hard since 18. You definitely found someone trying to wiggle out here, or buy some shares ahead of the report. Step up buyer over the last couple days. You started out At 12.56. They stepped it up to 13.01, then 13.43. So I'll keep the lowest of those levels at 12.50 as support. Very too close to the low of the move here. The low of the move was at 7.03, but who knows? I mean, maybe if the report's not that bad, maybe they'll just punish the shorts on this one and take it up. But
I don't know how it
sleepy
could be
chart.
not. I don't know how it could be not that bad. It's going to be bad. More from the chat here. Someone did mention Beyond Meat. We did not cover that one this morning, so let's do it real fast. They reported a widened loss. No, inline loss. Sorry, they lost 2 cents per share yesterday. Sales of $113 million versus $99 million estimate. About 80% of that revenue coming from U.S. Retail stores.
Big run over the last couple days into the report. 120 to 140. I think we did talk about this one accurately on yesterday's show, saying they really had to press, to get this move to continue. They did not. With that being said, you did have a run. What was the low here? You did have a run from let's just call it 120, just call it 120, 140. Make it easy. Today's low 130. That's right in the middle. So for you Beyond Meat bulls that are still sticking with this thing, I'd say as long as you hold 130 here, you're okay. You're okay. It's just a retracement of this move. You're going to refine buyers and reemerge. But that 130, be critical over the next couple sessions. You did have some lows ahead of that 120.32. But right now, 130, that's a big number. Will be a big number tomorrow in Beyond Meat.
A few more tickers here. I'm seeing someone's asking about to look at us, asking us to look at the metals here: silver, gold, copper. We have not looked at the metals all week.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't even know what they're doing. I haven't looked at them since Friday.
I'm glad I held on to my GDX. I know when I was looking for hedges during the crisis and pre-crisis, and I did buy some puts with a little bit too early expiration. But I went pretty large into the gold miners, just
It
looking for
worked
a
out for
hedge.
you.
It did. It took a while. I mean, if you go back, me with my patience here, but no, I don't know what to tell you about gold here, folks. Let's just look at the gold futures. And you know what? I'm going to have to blow this chart up a little bit here because I want to see. Oh, but that's a little bit too much. Let me bring her back into one page here. And rolling front month contract. I mean, hey, what do you want to do? You want to get up to this July 11th or June and July of 2011? Very difficult, with the rolling contract. So if you're looking for a new all-time high, bases the front month contract. 2112. What band had a famous album? 2112.
I don't
Spencer?
know. I don't know the answer to that, but I can tell
I
you
bet
that
you someone in the chat does.
I bet you're right. But I can tell you that there is a
Oops.
restaurant. Whoa. There is a
Sorry about
restaurant
that.
that has since closed. That was my favorite restaurant as a kid to go to in New York City. It was called Mars 2112.
Right?
I don't know the name of. Okay, Rush is the answer. That's what the chat is
Yes.
saying. Okay,
Yep.
I was
That's
never a Rush guy. Here I'm gonna turn your charts off for a second there, Joel.
okay. Yeah, I kind of when I went up to the big chart there,
Yeah, that's all good.
you kind of
So
you got to sneak at the left screen there. Oh no! I hope no one's took a screenshot. I'm joking. There's nothing there.
and Joel, any final thoughts on this market here? We are closed.
We are closed for business. A new closing high on the move. Had the little dip in the rip, but improving on that February 21st close by a few points here. We got 15 minutes to go. For you overnight traders, you pajama traders, I'm not seeing any daily resistance here. On the daily charts here, 33.47.50. First things first, you have to take out that high from today, which stands at I believe at 23 in the corner and a quarter. But that's it. Really quiet range day. Sellers couldn't take it down at all, and buyers couldn't get this thing anywhere near its average daily range. I have the average daily range at 55, and even if you take the pre-market low of 92, a little over a 30-point range. So a little consolidation, but or a little tighter move, but still good day for the
All right,
market.
as a reminder, on tomorrow's show, we'll be joined by Mark Chaikin and also Andy Brown, the CFO of Chegg. So if you have any questions about online education, remote learning, all that sort of thing, you can email us, premarket@benzinga.com, or just tweet at us. Joel is at Spoos, S-P-U-S. I'm at S-J Israel. Don't forget to hit that like button. We appreciate all the likes and the subscribes. Thank you very much. And please remember that all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes and not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have